For daily ask Reddit. Male redditors of Reddit, have you ever shown your best friend your penis? If so, why? If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe so you never miss our daily videos. My first apartment, I moved in with one of my best buds. I worked nights, and once when I came home he asked me that since I was going to college I could look at it since it hurt. I explained to him I was going to tech school for machining, not med school lol, but he insisted and was freaked out, so I did it. Turned out he broke it while having sex with his girl earlier, and it was black and blue. He asked if he should go to the hospital, and I told him if Mike looked like that I'd be pushing women and children out of the way to get there. Female here. My best friend showed me his penis when he broke it while having sex with some random girl. He was freaking out, so I took a look to see if we should go to the hospital. Edit. We didn't go to the hospital. It stopped bleeding, so the next day a retired nurse checked on him. Since he was able to pee and there wasn't any visible injuries, he just had to be careful for a couple weeks. He recovered pretty fast, and he and his GF had a baby 2 years later, so I guess is working perfectly lol. I'm pretty sure my buddy and I both have unintentionally seen one another's junk. Most times it was after drinking like fish. Mind you, him and I have known each other since middle school, and we both are 31 now. Anyways, first time I saw his, we all went out drinking for a work thing. I had a single drink that entire night and was sober by the time our boss asked me to get him home, and so I did. Got him in the apartment, into his room, and went about the rest of my night. Wasn't hearing anything from his room like usual, so I went to check. He wasn't in his bed, the TV wasn't on, nothing. I see the light on in his bathroom, so I knocked to see if he's alright, but get no answered, and me opens the door to peek inside and make sure he wasn't dead or dying. Dude was passed out hugging the toilet, buck ass naked, sprawled across the floor. Immediately knocked out after making sure he wasn't dead. Yes, she's gay and a doctor. I had an ingrown hair and I wasn't sure what was going on. She offered to take a look. I've seen my best friends for exactly this reason, though I'm neither gay nor a doctor. But if my best friend wakes me up at 3 AM because he's worried about a suspicious bump on his balls, I'm gonna help a bro out. I have no interest in his D-way. I'm pretty sure he's seen my tits at some point or another. I don't really care. We get our jollies with other people. We are just best friends who happen to have differently shaped bodies. Decided to be cheeky and went through the water slide directly after each other. Him first. He looked back and tried to pull me towards him to slingshot me. He only pulled down my shorts. We both regretted the entire situation. Nope. Grower, not a shower. My buddy, however, wrapped his around his wrist and asked me what time it was. It's his party trick. Seen that thing way too many times. I showed a couple, 3 guys 1 girl, of my close friends my duck when we were 14ish. The girl agreed to show everyone her tits, which were very large, if I whipped out my duck. So I took one for the team, stepped out of the room, and came back with my duck hanging out. After a couple awkward nice S and HMMS, she whipped out her knockers to a couple of wow S. And I am S. One of the best trade deals in the history of trade deals, maybe ever. This reminds me of a tale of my youth. My friends and I were at the back of one of their house, which was pure vegetation beyond their backyard. He left the keys inside, so we had to pick the back door. I couldn't hold it in for much longer, so I picked a lowly bush to be the target of my urine blast. They asked what I was doing. Mind you, I was 9 at the time and basically gave 0 f, so I answered with a wet helicopter. Shouts and screams ensued, but thankfully, no one was affected by the wild yellow drizzle.